Oh my gosh, you guys are here. Hey, Kira, Mama. Hey, guys. I have not done a live stream in so long. Garden a little, what's up? Hey, becoming a farm girl. Hey, hey, guys. Oh, it's so good to be with you. Well, hey, guys, if you're catching this on the replay, I'm Natalie. Welcome to Hey, It's a Good Life. I built this mobile greenhouse and I've been planting seeds out here slowly but surely each day. And I thought it would be fun just to hang out, say hello, get to know each other a little bit. You know, there's a lot of new faces here and I've been wanting to do a live. So here we are. Make sure we don't get chilly out here. It's so cold in California. Not even. It was like so sunny and 75 today. Hey, Allison. So how are you guys doing? You guys have any big plans for the weekend? Hey, Debbie, that's awesome. A fellow Californian. Welcome. It's kind of a cool angle. This was just impromptu. Yes, it's still light here for just a little while longer. Oh my gosh. Okay. I know there's not that many people here yet, but I'm going to just tell you guys, I got the notification on my phone that my birthday gift is here and waiting for me at our P.O. box. So I don't know if you guys caught that. Hopefully I have good connection out here. I don't know if you guys caught that last video I posted, but you guys made an incredible dream come true. And it's waiting for me. So I'm so excited to go pick it up. I'm going to go after this. So it'll just be a quick one. Just a quick little hangout just to say hi. It is so exciting. Oh, yum. Canning cranberries. Oh, homemade cranberry sauce must be so good. Debbie, I cannot wait to share with you. Like, seriously. Hey, Bangs Homestead. So for us, it's actually my mom's birthday this weekend. She's actually here. I wish I could change your name, Mom, on here to Natalie's mom. That would be so funny. When we used to have this joke that when I was little, like my friends didn't know what to call my mom, so they would call her Natalie's mom, and she'd be like, "That's fine, you can call me that." And so she was just like Natalie's mom to a lot of my friends that didn't know her like super well. But now, Mom, that can apply to YouTube. Stacy, hey Stacy. Yes, the coupon code is good for forever. Becoming a farm girl. Will you remind me of your first name? I think we're friends on Instagram and I should know it, but I forget a lot of things these days. Please forgive me. But yes, the coupon code is good. You can get $10 off like all the time. And I try, if you're like on my email list, I try to email blast you guys when that happens. So yeah, there's that. Happy birthday, Natalie's mom. I love meeting you in the birth announcement video. Oh, it's funny. Are you going to show us? Yeah, I could. I could even give you like a little tour of that garden right now. It's just that it's growing very slowly. We have some trees that need to be cut back for many different reasons. And anyway, so it's growing a little slower than I thought it would. I hoped I would have been able to show a bit more robust of a garden tour than I really can right now. But it is exciting nonetheless to see little sprouts coming up and to know that they planted those there, which has been really, really fun. So yeah, I definitely would love to give you guys a tour of that very soon. It's actually on my list to shoot a garden type tour for next week, so. Pregnancy brain is real. It is, especially in the beginning. Like I literally could not even remember like our neighbors' names or like some of our close friends' names. It was weird. It was like my brain would just blank out. So weird. For real. Hey, from, oh my gosh, British Columbia, Canada. Happy birthday to Natalie's mom. My mom says, nice to meet you guys too. I love all the worm farm videos. Good. I'm so glad. Those seem to be doing really well. And that makes me so happy because I know that so many of you guys here are like me and have these huge dreams and want to do something about them. But you are where you are. And so how do you make the most of that? Jess, Jill, and I were actually talking about a potential little collaboration video of kind of on that note. So stay tuned for that. That might be in the pipeline here in the next couple weeks. But we definitely want to offer you guys as much encouragement. And it's so funny because in some ways it's like we're all in these unique stepping stones, whether you're like me in a concrete patch in suburbia or like Jill, just getting started with rabbits, like just adding livestock to the homestead with a robust garden, or like some people like Jess has, this full-blown farm. And all three of us really share a passion for encouraging other people to grow food. So hopefully we'll be able to crank that out before the end of the year for you guys. Hello from Missouri, Grateful Patch, good to be with you. Sniffles. Oh, definitely the Santa Anas. My goodness, the winds were blowing like crazy, and I can feel them actually starting again right now. Right as you said that, as my greenhouse doors kind of flail in the wind. Yeah, the Santa Anas. If you guys don't know what Santa Anas are, we get these crazy winds that come over the foothills. And as they come from the east, they pressurize over the foothills, and it makes these really, really hot winds. These really, really hot condensed winds, and they're known as Santa Anas. Yes, everybody has their own thing to offer, which is why I think it's so good. Oh, Little Mountain Life's on here. I missed him. Who was I just talking about? Your ears must be burning because I was just talking about you to somebody and I was like, he's so nice. I can't remember what we were talking about now though. Oh, we were talking about camera gear. I was talking to Kaylee about camera gear stuff. But yeah, that's so good. Yeah, like Little Mountain Life. Oh, you're right there. Hello. Kira from Homestead Dreaming of Little and Light. Like everybody here has something unique to offer. And so when somebody wants to start a YouTube channel, I'm like, go for it, because your story and your perspective and your situation is going to speak to somebody who needs to hear that. Even if it's just a creative outlet, I think it's totally worth a journey worth pursuing. Absolutely. Oh, Debbie, thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. It's been interesting in the last couple of weeks. I've been getting messages like that, like, oh, you're such an encouragement, you're such an inspiration. And it's honestly, it's like, oh my gosh, really? Like, okay, that is a huge part of why I do this. I really, I got like encouragement kind of beat out of me through grad school. Like they tell you to be more of a biased observant as a therapist, which is what I'm trained to do. Unbiased observer, there to reflect and to help the person kind of, make this journey on their own. And I almost like got this encouragement like beat out of me. I don't know how else to say it, but it was like, I stopped thinking that being encouraging was okay. And it was like, actually, that's like one of the greatest gifts that God gave me in my personality, is to be an encourager. And so as I've started to embrace that like more and more in my content and more in how I engage with people, I feel not only more like myself, but it's been so rewarding to just help other people walk out their dreams. Like that's my ultimate goal, is to help people walk out their dreams. I don't necessarily, and this is probably for a video for another time, but I don't necessarily enjoy the title of therapist. I don't really identify with it. I don't consider myself that really anymore. I really see myself more as a dream coach and helping people get where they want to go. So anyway, more on that another time. 24 chickens in the next few weeks. That's so exciting. I wish we could have chickens here so badly. Today, Tommy was like, wait, you can keep eggs on the counter? And I was like, if they're farm fresh, they've got to bloom, and you can. Hello, Amy from Northern California, Ecocentric Homestead. Hello, Little Mountain Life. Hey, Robert. How did your indoor worm farm do? It did okay. It's at my mom's house now, so my mom could speak better to that than me. But I had a lot of learning to do when I was getting started, and I didn't really have good resources at the time. And then I connected with Nature's Always Right, and he did such a phenomenal job with his worms. And then I actually ended up inheriting his worm farm from him before he left to Tennessee. And so anyway, he was a really great resource and mentor to me, a couple of other channels that I finally found. And once I found information that was actually helpful, I felt like I established a healthy worm farm. But up to that point, I really struggled. Like some of my original worm farm videos were like a worm farm smoothie, which then just brought a lot of gnats, and I didn't know how to get rid of the gnats. And anyway, pro tip, if you ever have like gnats or flies or anything, just add more browns. Cover up the moisture. You don't want a really moist worm bin. But yeah, it went okay. I think it really took getting the hang of it just by trial and error, which is why I encourage everybody to just start. Serafima, that's so funny. Garden a little. I honestly got into gardening after watching you and Jessica. I still remember watching your video when you lived in a tiny apartment and couldn't figure out why mulching didn't work. Yeah, you know what? That was a huge lesson. And that was not even technically mulch. It was wood chips, uncomposted wood chips, which literally sucked up all the nitrogen out of my soil and killed all my plants. So, fail small, learn big. That's what I always say. Oh, Chinook winds. That's interesting. Another kind of wind. Love the diverse community we have. Definitely. Hey, Acres Homestead, you're so inspiring. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, you guys. I hope to inspire and bless many people, encourage them. Oh, that's exciting. Debbie says she's got the perfect spot for a small greenhouse like mine. You know what we need to do is probably, I need to have Tommy draw these up in CAD and make them available to you guys on our website. I have a blog and I love my blog, but I have not been super active on there. But if you ever want, oh, thanks, Robert. Oh, thank you so much for baby girl. But yeah, if you guys ever want like plans, I'm going to be building out a section in my website where you can download plans. And I think we need to include these on there. I've got a lot of feedback on this greenhouse. I'll tell you right now, it's not perfect. It's definitely built to be a California greenhouse. It's not like super airtight by any means, but it's been good. It's been a good place to at least store plants. I'm testing out how good it is at starting plants now. So I'll keep you guys posted. But if you want at least a general outline, I'd love to make those available for you guys. Oh, Allison, thank you so much. That's so funny because I felt so compelled to make that video. And when I look back on that video, I'm like, oh man, was I talking too much? But I'm so glad. Yeah, I'm so glad. It's hard as a YouTube creator because you see old videos and you're like, sometimes they're kind of cringy and sometimes you're like, oh, actually that was pretty good. Like I watched my craft coffee at home video the other day because my friend Jill just got a machine. And I was like, oh, should I send her my video? I wonder if it's any good. And I started watching it. And I was like, oh, that was actually very informative. Like that's a video worth keeping on the channel. So thank you so much. I'm glad that video has helped you. Yes, more on that. What you just shared is so beautiful. The tension between what one does as a profession is real. Yes, it is. It is. But you know what's so funny is no regrets. And I really see everything in our lives. It all fits together in the master plan somehow if we let it. Even these little rabbit trails that we think, mean nothing. I'm sure that there was experience gained there that was worth having. I look back on my life and it's like there's been these little stepping stone moments. Like I knew I was supposed to go work in the mountains, and then I worked in the mountains and I found out, I heard God say, go play volleyball. And then I went and played volleyball at IVC, and I met my FCA friend who led me to meet my coach who led me to Vanguard. And then I played volleyball and then I went to Vanguard again for grad school. It's like, if you really take time to look at it, I think our stories make a lot more sense than we give ourselves credit for sometimes, especially those of us who are millennials and get the label of like being jacks of all trades. It's kind of like, I think in some ways that's our way of adapting to just how wild the world is these days. But anyway, there definitely can be a tension, and hopefully we can bridge that gap. I mean, I know a lot of you guys know, like the whole reason that we do this is so that eventually, hopefully we can have a regenerative farm and have people out to the farm and not have it be like therapy in an office, but like, what if we could talk about how to cope with grief while we're gardening, or how to overcome trauma while we're on horseback? And so big dreams, but lots of baby steps to get there. Yeah. Oh, do you think you ever will do a bigger farm? Yeah. So kind of on that note, like that is the ultimate goal. And Tommy and I are constantly looking at properties all the time in our area, in other areas, in other states. I mean, we're very open, like as open as we can be. Sometimes we're like, we never want to leave California. And then sometimes we're like, oh my God, we have to get out of here. But really, like, God was so clear with leading us to San Diego. We're in a place right now where we're just praying, like, show us the house, like, show us what we're supposed to do. And we just trust that he's going to leave very clear breadcrumbs for us, the way that he left breadcrumbs to get here. It was so, so clear. Like, this was supposed to be what we did next. So, yeah, we'll see. But what I was going to say about the property search is that we're constantly looking at properties that would give us the capacity to at least either have a next step towards our ultimate dream of having land and a farm and everything. My goal ultimately is to be able to hire other people, or to be able to house other people to help us work the land, because just doing this has taught me, like, this is so much work, and I'm not an expert at any one thing. But can you imagine if we did have a property and there was somebody who loved water management and was like, yes, I will absolutely do the irrigation and I will absolutely do water management. And as a thank you for that, or as a payment, live at a reduced cost on the land. That's my ultimate goal. And if I could have my way, I would open that to young couples and families who either need reduced rent for whatever reason, or who are interested in becoming farmers themselves, and then also invest in them as, a mentor couple. I don't know what to call it, but invest in them emotionally to equip them, and then ultimately launch them from the dream, from the farm. The goal would never be to, like, keep people there forever, although I'm very sentimental. It would be hard, but my goal is eventually to have people on the farm, equip them, empower them to do what they're passionate about, and then launch them. So we'll see. God was very clear last winter that all of this is about leadership development. So we'll see. Yay, your green stock is there. Oh my gosh. Mine is doing so well, you guys. I can't wait to show you guys. It is seriously thriving. I'm loving the green stock so much. I'm so glad I could give you guys that code. Gleaning Joy. That's awesome. Thank you again, Robert. Ooh, I'm falling behind. Yes, you can use worm castings directly on the soil. That's one really cool thing about worm castings, is there's no need to mature them or age them. You can use them directly on the soil. But I found, and I have a video on this, it's called, the thumbnail is like, plants love it, and it's me like this, but it's about aerated worm tea. And so you'll actually get way more bang for your buck if you aerate it and make a tea and foliar feed and then dump it into the soil. So did you figure out how to keep water out of the top of the green stock or of the greenhouse? Because I definitely have a leak right here in the greenhouse, because I need to add some flashing up there. Yes, says Samantha. Oh, thanks, Robert. I appreciate that. Thumbs up. Oh, thanks, Jess. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, that was such an emotional video. My gosh, I cried so many times making that video. It's seriously one of my greatest dreams come true to be a mom. Thumbs up. Done. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Just saying Georgia is pretty great. Hey, I love the South. I'm very open. My mom's smiling. Oh, yeah. That is hard. It's so hard to be away from family. Oh, we just had a little hummingbird visit. They like to check the peppers. It's so cute. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, that's just a part of it. Maybe one day we'll share with you the full vision. But yeah. Oh, how to keep water out of the top of the greenhouse. Yeah, so see this little top right here? So for whatever reason, I was insistent that these be opened. Like that was just part of my vision. Excuse me, guys, sorry. And so in order to do that, there is this. And so basically all that's needed is this little piece of metal that looks like this, and you would just put it across the top and that'll keep the water out. So I really just need to go get that. But we have had so little rain that it really hasn't been a problem. So, oh, Flex Seal stuff. Yes, I've used that before, and that might work. But I think the easiest option is just to throw a piece of metal on top. But I'll have to look into the Flex Seal stuff because that might be good for other parts. The only issue is that's the stuff that expands, right? And I don't know. I just don't think it would look very good because it's all clear, not to be like super aesthetic focused. But when are you due? I'm due February 1st, so less than 60 days. Oh, Arkansas is amazing. I really enjoyed my time out there. I didn't have a draw to Arkansas though. I'll be honest. No draw for me to Arkansas. I would be very surprised if God said go to Arkansas. Oh, my mom. Look at her. She's so tech savvy. Natalie's mom. She changed her name on YouTube. I love it. That's so amazing. Yay, we have Natalie's mom in the house. Yeah, the rain is not a major issue here. Although, wouldn't it be so cool to use this as rainwater catchment? So because we're renting, our house does not have any gutters. Like, what? Like, that's just not a very common thing apparently in San Diego, like at all. And so in my mind, I'm like, it's not that hard. Like, we could install a gutter, we could do our own water catchment. But I'm like, why would I do that when I could just do it on my own structure? So sometimes I think maybe I should make this into a water catchment situation. We'll see. Hey, Lorella, I was just thinking about you today. Hello. I was just thinking, I was like, oh, you know what? I need to Marco Polo her and see how she's doing. It's so good to see you on here. The Grateful Patch. Hello, Natalie's mom. Oh my gosh, we're so close. We're so close. So that'll be, I think, my cousin's birthday. That's cool. Yeah, metal flashing is probably the easiest for the peak. Yeah. I know, it hardly ever rains. Is that not so wild? That's kind of why I'm running this experiment. I got a lot of feedback on my last video of like, why didn't you tell us like exactly what's going into the soil and stuff? And I'm like, well, because it was a vlog and it was meant to be more like artistic and inspirational than anything. And honestly, a way to say thank you to you guys for making my birthday wish come true. But I am experimenting with soil because it loses water so easily. So I'm like, well, some soil mixes might be great for like a generic mix, but what's best for our area and our lack of rainfall in our super arid days? Oh, I've known Jess, I think probably 2 years. So I had been doing YouTube a little while, and then I officially was like, okay, I'm going to do YouTube. And then she was my 3rd subscriber. And she was super encouraging from the very beginning. And I had this feeling, and I know a lot of people feel like this about her or about YouTubers in particular, but I was like, I really feel like she's going to be a good friend. And so I just always kind of nurtured that. And I don't know, just tried to get to know her. And eventually, yeah, friendship formed. And now we're like very dear friends. And I flew out there last year for the shindig. And then I met Jill out there for the first time. And then we kind of just got to get to know each other over this last year. And we're like, what the heck? Like that moment in Step Brothers, like, did we just become best friends? Like, it's so funny when you meet people who are so like you in like vision and mindset. And anyway, so yeah, I've known them a little while now. Yes. Add gutters to your rabbitry. Is that what you call where you store rabbits? Yeah, gravity water. That's great. Spam me. I love it. Hi from New York. I'm getting bombarded with rain right now. I'm getting concerned for my garlic. Oh, should I pull Pull back the mulch. Honestly, I'm not a pro at garlic, but I would actually leave the mulch there. And if there's any way for you to actually protect the garlic from getting washed out, my experience with garlic is that it can rot. And so the mulch is actually going to help you with water regulation. But if anybody else here is more of an expert on garlic and you have any advice, but yeah, definitely let Growing a Gardener know, because I'm not an expert on garlic, but when it comes to managing moisture, I've found that actually leaving mulch is more helpful than removing it. Yes, of course we can be friends. Hello, hello, welcome. Okay, a rabbit tree equals rabbit house. Okay. I thought so, but I was like, maybe I'm probably saying it wrong too. It's okay. Yes. Okay, so I almost posted a photo about this, like a little behind the scenes photo. So I don't want to give away too much, but Tommy and I are working on basically like a cooking show, which sounds ridiculous because I'm 7-something months pregnant. But if you look back at my original YouTube videos, I have always wanted a cooking show. But then I realized I really wanted to cook with homegrown ingredients. And I realized I needed to say yes to my farm dream, and I wanted to build these garden beds. It's a long story. So I get really focused on this whole gardening thing. I kind of ended up becoming a gardening channel. Like, didn't mean to, but I did. And I haven't had like, oh my gosh, so much success or a whole lot producing from such a small garden to be like, here's what I'm cooking from the garden. Honestly, it's just been like very small harvests at a time, like so many learned lessons. And so I've really set the cooking on the back burner. But all that to say, yes, Tommy and I are conspiring to make a really awesome cooking show that he may or may not kind of be a part of, but he's definitely helping me behind the scenes make it possible. So that's always been my dream. Like literally since I was 6 years old, I would be with my dad and we would ritually watch a movie on Friday nights, and he would fall asleep. And the minute the movie turned off, I was like, this is lame. I'm not watching a movie by myself. I'm going to watch a cooking show. And I would literally put on Emerald, Martha Stewart, Ina Garten, and he would wake up to bam, kick it up a notch. And he would laugh and laugh and laugh. And he'd be like, what are you, a 6-year-old girl, like doing watching this middle-aged Italian man cook food on TV? And I'm like, I love it. Like, please don't turn it off. So I've just always been fascinated with cooking. And my mom, Natalie's mom, is here. She could tell you I learned to chop carrots at a very early age. Like I've just always really been into everything that I do now on my channel has been my passion since I was like born. My mom always says, they just come out a certain way. You just came out that way. Like I've just always been interested. I've always wanted my own garden, always wanted a cooking show. And now with YouTube, you can be your own producer of any kind of show you want. So yes, all that to say, it's in the works. I'm so, so, so excited. In fact, I'd love to ask you guys while we're here, what makes a good cooking show to you? Do you guys like watching cooking shows? Like, what is a quality cooking show to you, or what's something that you'd want to see? And I know like a very common answer is, especially in this community, like, how do I use what's producing in my garden? And I do hope to answer that. But as far as like production or how something is made, like, I don't know. If you guys have any thoughts or feedback on that, I'd be super curious to hear. We can always all be friends. All be friends. Hey, welcome. Some of these are out of order, even though I have live chat on. Yay, a cooking show. I can't wait. I'm so glad. Stacy, I'm glad you love food shows. I really want to make it quality. So baking. Okay, baking. Yeah, we've got some baking coming up. I've got a couple collabs in the works for that. So stay tuned. Yay, love watching cooking videos. Okay. Yes, exactly. That's actually the goal. I have a friend out here named Jared. If you guys know Jared's Real Food, I love being able to support our local farms. And so I'm going to be, even though it's a ways away, I'm going to be attending that market more and getting ingredients from there, sourcing locally. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, that's okay, Lorella. We can still be friends. Okay, clear images and flow. Yeah. No awkward silence. I know. I know. Tommy and I were watching some vintage cooking shows earlier, and like some of them are so cringy because there is like silence, or I don't know, like that 90s style of filming is just, I don't know, it's awkward. So hopefully not gonna follow in those footsteps too much. Quality food and easy. That's the goal. And that's actually why I started cooking videos in the first place, was I wanted people to know that they can cook. So many people think that they can't cook, and it's like if we could just equip people with these basic skills, like you could absolutely cook. So pasta must be included. LOL. Natural whole food ingredients, canning too. I don't know how to can yet, but hopefully I will soon. Just don't forget the garden too. Yeah, absolutely. We'll be keeping it balanced. Don't worry. Oh, yay. Hey, Pathways Homestead, Cindy. Oh my goodness. Hello. I'm so glad you're here. It was so good to meet you guys. I'm so glad I could. Fermenting. I actually have a fermenting cookbook on my wish list that I have to send to my family. So, yeah, there's a lot of fermenting that I would love to do and show you guys. Oh, cool. Thank you so much. I'm glad you find the IG videos helpful. Any food will work. Ooh, Nigella Lawson. I'll have to look into her. Oh, thank you. That actually sounds like a very accurate description of how I hope to be. Very just casual, fun, and intentional, and just real and simple. So, yeah, thank you so much. Well, you guys, I need to make it to the P.O. box to go pick up my birthday present before they close. I want to say thank you so much for joining me tonight, and thank you for making my dream birthday present come true. It's fun to kind of brainstorm with you guys of like what's going to be good for a future cooking show. That's definitely in the works. Hey, Kilted Gardener, I'm signing off right now, but it's good to see you. But it's been really good to be with you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I'm thinking of doing lives maybe once a week. So if you guys want to hang out, hopefully I'll see you next week. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, you guys, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.